Good afternoon, esteemed guests. Welcome to the M-State Spring 2022 Commencement Ceremony. At this time, please silence all electronic devices and cell phones. The national anthem will be performed by M-State student Grace Libo. Please be seated. Hello again. I am John Meduco, and my pronouns are he, him, and his, and I serve as the Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs at Minnesota State Community and Technical College. It is my pleasure and honor to kick off today's commencement ceremony. I would like to take a moment to introduce the platform guests. Guests, please stand to be recognized. First, Dr. Carrie Brimhall, President of M-State. Mr. Roger Moe, Minnesota State Board Trustee. Dr. Steve Erickson, Interim Vice President of Institutional Effectiveness and Technology Solutions. Dr. Matthew Borcherding, Dean for the School of Science and Mathematics. Ms. Sherry Johnson, Fergus Falls Faculty President. Dr. Ken Complin, Dean for the School of Health Sciences, Human Services, and Nursing. Chad Miller, Vice President, Fergus Area College Foundation. Dr. Ann Thurmer, Dean for the School of Liberal Arts and Humanities. Dr. Matthew Leslie, Dean for the School of Applied Technology. Dr. Marsha Weber, Dean for the School of Business and Information Technology. Mr. Sean Anderson, Dean of Students. Ms. Karen Riley, Dean for Enrollment Management, Marketing and Outreach. And last but not least, Ms. Jocelyn Santana, Dean of Equity and Inclusion. Before we continue, I want to recognize the special individuals we have in attendance today. If you have honorably served, are serving, or are commissioned to serve in the United States military, if you are a first responder, if you are a member of law enforcement, and finally, if you are a frontline healthcare professional, please stand as you're able to be recognized. Thank you for your dedication and sacrifice. Please be seated. This afternoon, we share the opportunity to celebrate achievement at 646 graduates across the college. Within the graduating class, we recognize 278 graduating with academic honors. Among this group, 175 have a 3.75 GPA or higher, and of those, 65 have achieved a 4.0 grade point average. Graduation is also an opportunity to say thank you to everyone who helped you achieve this goal. In addition to our graduates, we are very proud and thankful for another group of people who have played significant roles in the success of our students. The parents, spouses, partners, friends, and families of our graduates. You encourage them when times were tough and celebrate small victories along the way. On behalf of the graduates, we want to thank you for your support you have provided to them. In addition, without the hard work of a different group of people, education would not be possible. At this time, we would like to recognize the faculty and staff of Minnesota State Community and Technical College. Thank you for your dedication to these students, both inside and outside the classroom. Thank you. Graduates, I want to extend my personal congratulations to you. You can be proud of your accomplishments and the reward that you will receive today. Thank you for choosing M-State to be a part of your college career and journey. We are pleased to be part of your learning experience and wish you continued success in your future. Congratulations, graduates. Minnesota State Community and Technical College President Dr. Carrie Brimhall is an authentic, visionary leader who believes in the power of education to transform lives, families, and communities. Her focus area include innovative strategies, workforce solutions, leadership development, and community partnerships. As a first-generation college student, she's driven to remove systemic and systematic barriers to ensure all students reach their highest potential and achieve their dreams. Dr. Brimhall has served M-State for a total of 24 years in varied roles throughout the institution. She earned her doctoral and master's degrees in organizational management with a specialization in leadership at Capella University, her bachelor's degree in communications at Concordia College, and her associate's of arts degree here at Minnesota State Community and Technical College. I now present President Carrie Brimhall.
Broken down, I'm tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do.
Greetings. My name is Carrie Brimhall, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. As we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that the campuses and communities that M-State serves occupy the traditional lands of the Dakota, Lakota, Anishinaabe, and Ojibwe people. May we pay respect to elders, both past and present, and be steadfast in our recognition of their contributions to our state and nation. M-State remains steadfast in our commitment to the safety, equity, belonging, and success for every member of the college and the communities that we serve. It's hard to describe how very excited I am to be in this space. I've been up since 1:30 a.m. with a higher heart rate, like many of you, in person with everyone here. It's been over 2 years since we were able to celebrate with our students in all 4 of our M-State communities. Graduates, wow, you've achieved something really incredible. During your time at M-State, you did all the things the world told you were impossible. Your degree encompasses all of the moments you learned something new about yourself that you wanted to celebrate, and all the moments you wanted to give up, but somehow found the strength to keep moving forward. Your degree represents your effort, your patience, and your success. And today, I hope you're taking this all in and beaming with pride. M-State has a vision to be a success story for every student, so this is as meaningful for us as it is for you. M-State employees choose to be in education because we want to be part of your journey. We show up every single day because we believe in you, sometimes when you don't believe in yourself. At our core, we also believe in lives transformed through the power of education. So on behalf of all of our employees, I want to say congratulations to start. We're very, very proud of you. My commencement remarks are inspired by the stories of our students and a song that you heard just moments ago called Rise Up by Andra Day. The first theme in the song is overcoming what happened in our past and not letting that define our future. The lyrics say, you're broken down and tired, you've lived life on a merry-go-round, and you couldn't always find a fighter. Life didn't start the first day you started at M-State. As you walked through our doors or clicked onto our classrooms, you brought with you all of the things that happened in your life before that day. You brought the struggles and the pain, being underestimated or misunderstood, the friendships and support, and of course, the celebrations. Some of you walked in with optimism and got hit with life events while in school, and others walked in with trepidation, not sure that you could change your future with education. Many of our students overcome the past in order to create a brighter future, and others change the path of their future while at M-State. Graduates, you've changed since enrolling in college. You've redefined your future through your hard work and dedication. You may still be tired, but you're not broken down. You have found the fighter, and you will have your certificate or degree and prove that to the world. Graduate Darlene said, I overcame not believing in myself or a better future. I've overcome so many of life's obstacles. As an older than average student with many barriers and challenges, I proved to myself that I could do anything. I set my mind to do that no matter what life threw at me. I made college my priority, and I did not let anything stop me. Through the challenges of working 2 jobs, kids, and the pandemic, I amazed myself and I pushed through. Before I started college, I had no hope for a better education or future. Then, there was a twinkle of hope and a fire that lit the way. Having so many things in my life taken away, my degree is something no one can ever take away. I know there are better things in life to come, and this degree will help me. It's just one of the many steps I'll move forward to better myself and my family. Graduate Sadie said, I overcame losing family members and mental health struggles. I embraced the support from others and was willing to adapt to the circumstances to be successful. I lost my dad to depression in 2018 after I graduated in high school, and I went to a big university, and that wasn't right for me. This led me to finish my nursing degree at M-State. Despite being in the middle of the pandemic, it was the best decision I made. Graduate Cassidy said, I overcame mental health issues, sexual assault, PTSD, depression, and anxiety. I decided to take control and define myself, raising my son during my last year of school. I have risen by taking control of my life and no longer letting my past experiences define who I am. This degree means the absolute world to me. I appreciate telling my stories. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I want to show the world that even though you go through struggles, you are not alone and you can achieve the goals that you want. Graduate Nicole said, I started my journey towards my degree 6 years ago. It was a slow start, doing generals and waiting to get into a program. I was doing this while being a single mom with identical twins on the way. In September 2017, my world turned upside down when my twin boys were born at 25 weeks, both only weighing a little over a pound. At that moment, I knew I needed to take a year off from school because I was having health issues, and my kids needed me. My son Jackson passed away at 5 days old, leaving me devastated and broken to the point that I didn't know how I would ever pull myself through in order to continue moving forward. I had to rise through the grief and force myself to stay strong because his twin brother Jeremiah was still fighting to survive. My son was so sick at birth, and I was told he might possibly not walk due to a brain bleed. He's now happy and a fairly healthy 4-year-old who runs all over the place. He went through more in those 7 months than most people do in their entire lives. His strength gave me strength. Another tragedy hit when my dad passed away 11 months after my son did. Again, my world was shattered because my dad meant everything to me. Trying to move forward from both of these tragedies was the absolute hardest thing I've had to go through, and trying to stay strong when I just wanted to give up. I finally told myself I needed to get back to school because that was the only thing my dad wanted for me. I felt like I needed to make him proud. So I had to rise up to the challenge to push myself to finish school and get my degree, while being a single parent of 3. And last graduate Kathy Erlene said, I overcame addiction and adverse childhood experiences, and I decided to break statistics for future generations. Our past never defines us. However, it has the absolute power to influence our future. I was born into a family that had a long line of addiction on both sides, which led to a childhood filled with abuse, neglect, and abandonment. For the majority of my childhood years, foster homes was my reality. By 12 years old, I started the long road to my own addiction, had my first child at 17 and my second at age 22. After I heard the news I lost my best friend to suicide, I decided it was time to turn my life around in her honor. I was able to find sobriety, got my children home with me, added another little one, and decided to start my schooling. In one of my first classes, I heard a statistic. 15% of children raised in foster care go to college and only 3% earn a degree. I knew then it was time to break the statistics and pave a way for future generations. My lifelong experience has shaped me and inspired me to help youth struggling in the same environments. This degree gets me one step closer to that achievement. My past is not who I am, but it is my motivation. The second theme in the song is about not letting setbacks define how many times you start again by rising up. The lyrics state, rise up like the day, rise up unafraid, rise up in spite of the ache, and do it 1,000 times again. Life didn't stop when you started taking classes. For many of our students, it's hard to describe the ups and downs of college and trying to manage it all. Every time you got back up and put one foot in front of the other, you broke down barriers and became stronger. It is the rising up that you defined when you defined a new path for your life. Our graduates shared what they rose above to be walking across the stage. Nathan said he's had health issues since the age of 15, and that's has caused his life to take turns that I didn't expect. Taking this step means a lot to me because I'm getting closer to a position where I can help people to overcome their challenges as well. Too often, people are told they can't do something. I want to be the person that tells them they can. Lena said to earn this degree was no easy task, especially in the middle of a pandemic. Mentally, it was the hardest few years I've had my whole life. I lost one of my brothers, I dropped my classes, my self-confidence went out the window because I wouldn't graduate on time. A year later, I'm walking across the stage and have learned there is no right time. We all get to where we're supposed to be eventually. There should be no shame in knowing what you can handle under tremendous pressure and allowing yourself the grace to do what's best for yourself in that moment. This degree means everything to me. It means I stayed in a space long enough to complete something. It means all the years I took to figure out what I truly wanted to do have now paid off. I will use it to further pursue my bachelor's, and it will pave the way to the future I've always dreamed of. Maddie said during my M-State journey, I've doubted my abilities, I've faced uncertainty, and I've struggled with finding a balance. The last 2 years weren't easy mentally and physically. I would beat myself up over the most tedious issues and question if my abilities were good enough to meet certain standards. However, looking back and seeing how far I've come and earned my achievements, it's an amazing feeling. I still have a long road ahead of me, but I plan to continue putting in the effort, improving my skills, and focusing on my goals to make those around me proud, but most importantly, to be proud of myself. Jonathan said, my diploma has its ups and downs. There were a few things I had to learn along the way, such as studying really does help. Reading the content thoroughly rather than skimming the notes and failing the exam. I'm on the spectrum, so I use the accessibility resources to have extra time, and getting used to the timed exams in college, I slowly got off of using all of the accessibility resources that I once needed. Keegan said I've overcome fear of online classes. I actually prefer them now because it allows me to have a flexible schedule and work. My degree means the world to me. Rebecca said, I firmly believe in the quote, life is a highway. My highways had lots of potholes and curves, but I keep pushing forward and I never turn back. At times, I thought of taking the next exit off and not finishing college. However, I had a fellow student who encouraged me, helped me, and reminded me why I did all this hard work. I had multiple family members pass away 5 months from each other, and I ended up with a severe case of COVID that sent me back. My mother was also diagnosed with breast cancer, all while I've been attending M State. I pushed forward so my mom could see me graduate and set an example for my grandchildren. Grandma accomplished this journey without giving up, no matter what obstacle got in her way. Andrea said, I've overcome student debt that got in the way of applying to school again. I've juggled working full-time, being a mother, wife, student, and an individual. I've risen above my past mistakes and idleness to motivate and inspire myself further to my education. Michaela said, I've overcome so many challenges in my path to earn this degree. I started on it my junior year of high school, and it went great. I loved all my instructors in the classes that I took. Senior year of high school didn't go according to plan. I lost people in my life. Then I became uninterested in my classes, which ultimately had me failing classes and putting me on academic probation. And it was no one's fault but my own. Fast forward to August of 2021, I made the decision to come back and finish this degree. I'm happy to say that I made the right decision. It boosted my confidence that I never had in myself. After the fall semester, I found out that because of my academic success and being on the dean's list, I was finally off academic probation. I'm so proud of myself for doing something that I set my mind to. Haley said, coming out of high school, you really don't know what college is like. It's an adjustment, and I learned the hard way. From academic probation to getting on the dean's list, who knew what was possible? And now graduating. I never thought this day would come, but I never gave up, and I always got back up after falling. My degree means I followed through and accomplished a milestone. But today I can stand here today in front of my family, fiance, and advisor and say I did it, and I'm damn proud. Andrea said I've overcome what little faith I have in myself for starters. Going back to school and getting a degree was on my bucket list. I had a goal to sell everything and travel when my youngest child graduated from high school. But it will not happen because I lost a family member and took care of my mom who was dying. Through all of this in COVID, I started working a new job and it was short-staffed. If it wasn't for my family who told me to sit and do my homework, friends, family, and my amazing instructors to help me through the losses of my husband and mom within 2 years, I would have never succeeded. Joy said, coming back to school after a 30-year hiatus, there were several struggles. I had younger classmates help me with technology. I wanted to be a massage therapist for 8 years, but I was a single mother and I had my children to provide for. Going back to school was something I never thought I'd be able to do. It's made me stronger and more determined to get a dream of mine in motion. Tamia said, I've overcome many obstacles to get where I am today. I grew up struggling and I experienced the loss of my son at age 18. I got my GED at 21 when I was pregnant with my second child. I'm the first one in my family to graduate from college. I'm going to use this degree to get into a unique career that a lot of people don't go into when they graduate from college. Shahad said, I've overcome the fear of not knowing what to do in the future. When I took courses at M State, I finally figured out what I'm most interested in and what I want to do in the future. I've risen to think critically and make wise decisions. My M State degree means so much to me because it's going to help me when I transfer. The pandemic affected my high school graduation ceremony, so I'm glad to be able to be here today with everyone else. No matter how hard things get, I'm sure we'll be able to get through them. Shahad says, congratulations to all the graduates. I'm glad we made it. Samantha said, I've overcome bumps in the road that life typically throws at people. I've also overcome the balancing act of being the best person I can be as a leader and a mother, while striving to improve my education and find happiness for myself and improve the life of my family. I've used the knowledge I've gained to learn how to appreciate people's differences and be more diverse in how to help those around me, especially my daughter with autism. With the degree and certification I'll receive through M State, I've already been accepted to UND and I plan to move forward to be a counselor and a clinical psychologist, to give those with disabilities the tools they need to live the life they deserve and have a greater quality of life. My children are my inspiration, and I hope they feel pride in me and look back to see it's never too late to change your life for the better, even if it feels impossible. The third and final theme in the song is a celebration of the support you receive in life, because you didn't accomplish this alone. The lyrics state, all we need is hope, and for that, we have each other. When graduates were asked who they want to thank and recognize in this accomplishment, they shared the following remarks and sentiments. My children, my family, my friends, they were there when I needed them. My parents have always been there for me. My supportive family, partner, friends, and of course the best teachers at M State. They've made the years fly by and saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. They didn't give up, so neither could I. My husband has been the biggest influencer. My mom is my other influencer. She's the strongest person that I know. I'd like to acknowledge my loved ones' support in helping me accomplish this degree, as well as every one of my professors. My advisor was absolutely fabulous. M State is a college I'll forever be recommending. While the road of education has been fulfilling and helped me reach my goals, I'll never forget the support I received from my coworkers and family, my sister, and my boyfriend, who pretends to be interested when I'm excited and lets me test out psychological tests on him. My friends and family support, M State staff for always believing me and helping me, for listening to me when I was thinking I could no longer keep going with school, for encouraging me and always opening up your doors to me. The thanks goes to my Indigenous culture for providing me with the strength of my ancestors and the ceremonies to help guide me when life got hard. My husband, my children, they've been patient and understanding. My faculty, my faculty, my faculty, and the M State team. Time and time again, graduates thanked our employees for teaching them, inspiring them, supporting them, and believing in them. Finally, many students mentioned people who impacted them who are no longer with us on this physical earth. Dads, brothers, nanas, children, friends, husbands, and many other significant people in their lives. Graduates, I hope you feel their presence in this celebration today. I want to thank all the graduates who graciously and vulnerably shared their stories with me. You're the reason we do what we do. For the graduates who have stories that were not shared today, I see you too. Every M State story is unique and every student identity and choice is honored. Please join me in a round of applause celebrating the brave, inspiring, and talented students we have the honor to teach and serve at M State. For everyone in the audience, I hope you feel through the stories of our students just how special M State is. And yes, we have jobs open, so you too can spend your life doing this meaningful work. At M State, we show up for our students because we know they won't give up on their dreams if we never give up on them. We know just how much they're navigating outside of the college, and we're in awe of their strength and determination. We appreciate your attendance today and your support of your student, our employees, and the college as a whole. Graduates, every mistake, heartache, and celebration in your life brought you to this moment. Your stories and your strength are an inspiration. As you face the next step in your life journey, remember that your past doesn't define your future. You have and will continue to rise up in spite of the ache, and you will do it 1,000 times again. Finally, please love the people around you and love them hard. In a world with so much hurt, all we need is hope, and for that, we have each other. We know that you can change the world, and we look forward to being by your side, cheering you along every step of the way. My sincerest congratulations to every one of you on this accomplishment. I'm incredibly proud to be witness to your celebration and your success. Thank you. At this time, I'm honored to introduce Roger Moe from the Minnesota State Board of Trustees.
Dr. Rimall, administration, faculty, and staff of Minnesota State Community and Technical College, to family and friends, and certainly, most importantly, the class of 2022. I'm here on behalf of my fellow trustees, and we want to offer our warmest congratulations to all of you who are graduating today from Minnesota State Community and Technical College. One of the absolute highlights of being on the Board of Trustees is to have a chance to come to these commencement ceremonies because they're always upbeat and positive, and everybody's looking forward to the future, and it's just great to be with all of you today and to celebrate this wonderful event. We know that you, to get to this day, you had to work hard, juggle work, family, and community responsibilities while pursuing your studies, and you did all of this successfully through a pandemic. We're so proud of your dedication and perseverance. We are confident that the education you received has equipped you to be leaders in your communities and to have a successful career. And we look forward to the continued contributions that you will make throughout your communities, to Minnesota, and to the world. Minnesota State, the system, is an interdependent network of vibrant colleges and universities committed to being a place of hope and opportunity for our students, no matter who you are or where you come from. Each of our colleges and universities contribute to an engaged, equitable, and affordable education here on this campus as well as on others. All of us who are celebrating with you today do so because we believe in the power of public higher education to change lives. Today we celebrate because we believe that the outstanding, accessible, affordable, and relevant education that our colleges and universities have provided to you and to thousands of others has never been more important. As you move to the next stage of your life, please know that just because you're graduating, you'll never lose your connection to Minnesota State Community and Technical College. You will carry the mission of this institution with you no matter where you go, whether it's down the street, to another state, or across an ocean. So, Minnesota State Community and Technical College Class of 2022, on behalf of all of the people who applaud your achievements, please accept my heartfelt congratulations on this important milestone in your life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Trustee Moe. Faculty have been a very important part of your educational journey at M State. Speaking on behalf of the M State faculty is Sherry Johnson, Faculty President.
Thank you, Dr. Borcherding. Welcome. I am a communication and theater instructor here at M State. I'm also a third-generation educator. My grandmother taught in a one-room schoolhouse on the prairie, and both of my parents were high school teachers, so it was natural for me to eventually become a teacher. But it has been an intentional choice to take after my mom as a person. In 2004, after a 4-year battle with breast cancer, my mom passed away. But I consider myself incredibly lucky. I only had her in my life for 26 years, but I hear her words in my head every day, encouraging, supporting, and challenging me. Since you are here in cap and gown, you've shown your intellect and your perseverance. I think maybe you've heard that you've done this all through a global pandemic. I'm sure that you have people that have encouraged, supported, and challenged you along the way as well. So today I want to join M State administration and staff and my fellow faculty in congratulating you on your collegiate accomplishments. And I would like to share 3 of my mom's favorite sayings, words that continue to guide me. First, my mom used to say, "Don't take yourself too seriously, and for goodness sake, be able to laugh at yourself." My mom took living life to the fullest seriously, but she knew better than taking herself too seriously. She didn't minimize her accomplishments or her intellect. She also didn't minimize her failures or her mistakes. She accepted them and she grew from them, usually with a smile. I remember when I was in college and I failed an exam and I came home crying, and she told me that she was happy that I bombed the test, because it reminded me that how I responded to failure was more important than the failure itself, because I would grow far more from my failures than my successes. I challenge you to embrace your failures and your mistakes, accept them, grow from them, and hopefully with a smile. Next, one of my mom's favorite sayings was, "You get more flies with honey than with vinegar." My mom believed that kindness and respect, honey, was better for everyone involved than condescension and nastiness, the vinegar. There are times in my work and life where I don't feel like I want to sugarcoat my words. I'm a strong-willed person, but it's also really important to me that I be remembered as a compassionate person. Ask yourself, how do I want to be known? And can I do so while being kind to those around me? Try honey, not vinegar. And lastly, on my mother's deathbed, she told me, "Sherry, I have had a wonderful life. I just want more." You have one life to live. You live it how you want to live it. And so I did. I married a truly kind man and had 4 children when I never thought I would have more than 2. I changed my career 4 times. I moved from Sioux Falls to Los Angeles to Minneapolis to a place I had never even heard of before, Fergus Falls. And I get paid to teach communication and theater. I get to be part of your lives and your learning. I have learned about your obsessive shoe collection, your favorite Ford truck, your pet goat, and your PTSD service animal. You taught me how to escape a crocodile, run in zigzags, make gluten-free chocolate chip cookies that were actually amazing, and how to make a turkey call. And no, I am not demonstrating. You shared excitement for college, but also your fear that you couldn't cut it. You displayed your talents with your art, your voice, your instrument, your stage presence, your comedic timing. On the field, the court, with a football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, golf ball, with numbers and computers and code, with your thoughts and your ideas. You showed me commitment to your studies because in your nursing career, it literally could be a matter of life and death. You shared how being vulnerable terrifies you, but then you also shared your addiction and your recovery. You said you were in love and you couldn't sleep, and then you said you were heartbroken and you couldn't eat. You reminded me you were still in high school, and then you reminded me you were a full-time student with a full-time job and a full-time family. You taught me how to pronounce your name, where to find your hometown on a map, which pronoun and nickname you use, and to talk directly facing you so that you could read my lips. You have proven that teaching is my calling. So I encourage you, consider who you spend your life with. It's one of the greatest predictors of happiness. Know probably you're going to change your careers more than once, and maybe to a career that doesn't even exist today. Take risks if you want, or play it safe if you want. So class of 2022, congrats on graduating from M-State. Thank you for letting me share my mother's words of wisdom. I hope you will remember them as I will remember all that you have taught me. In your future education, your careers, and your lives, I want you to laugh often, be kind, and live your one life truly the way you want to live it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. Now please enjoy today's special musical selection, Remember Me, performed by the M-State Voice Ensemble.
Don't let it make you cry, for even if I Thank you for the wonderful music. It gives me great pleasure today to draw your attention to 4 groups of graduates deserving special recognition. First, high academic honors are awarded to those students whose cumulative GPA is greater than 3.75. High academic honors graduates are noted in the commencement program with a double asterisk after each graduate's name and are wearing a gold cord. Will these graduates please stand as they are able and be recognized? Academic honors are awarded to those students whose cumulative M-State GPA is greater than 3.5 but less than 3.74. Academic honors graduates are noted in the commencement program with a single asterisk after each graduate's name and are wearing a white cord. Will these graduates please stand as they are able and be recognized? Graduates who are wearing a gold sash are members of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. The purpose of Phi Theta Kappa is to recognize and encourage scholarship among two-year college students. To achieve this purpose, Phi Theta Kappa provides opportunity for the development of leadership and service, for an intellectual climate for exchange of ideas and ideals, for lively fellowship, for scholars, and for stimulation of interest in continuing academic excellence. Phi Theta Kappa graduates are also noted in the commencement book with a single dot after each graduate's name. Will these graduates please stand as they are able and be recognized? Graduates wearing red, white, and blue cords are our veteran military members. The commencement program notes veterans with a V after their name. Veterans are citizens who have served or are presently serving in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard. Will these graduates please stand as you are able? We thank you for your service to our country. Congratulations to all of these groups for their achievement.
Thank you, Dr. Complin. It is my honor to introduce our student speaker, Anna Henry. Yes. Anna graduated from the practical nursing program in December of 2020 and knew right away she wanted to continue her education at M-State and enrolled in the Bridge program on this campus in Fergus Falls. Anna told me that prior to coming to M-State, she was briefly enrolled at the university known for D1 football, I'm not going to name any names. But there she encountered roadblock after roadblock. Anna is an international student from Kenya, so the paperwork for her there was very cumbersome. When she came to M State, her experience was radically different. The first thing she heard when she walked through the door was, "Hi, what can I help you with?" That made a difference. Anna is also a Fergus Area College Foundation scholarship recipient, which not only covered her tuition and fees, but provided her with some extra money for living expenses. Anna is genuinely grateful for everyone who has impacted her life during her time at M State. In particular, Laura Hexam, there we go, played an influential role in building Anna's confidence and pushed Anna to be who she is today. Anna's favorite memory from M State was spending time with other nursing students. When I asked Anna if she had any advice for future students, she said, "If you can identify what you want, just go for it." Sage advice, Anna. With that, it is my privilege and honor to introduce Anna Henry.
Thank you so much for the great introduction. That said a lot about me, but also it said a lot about how I'm feeling today. So thank you, Dr. Bokding, for your great introduction. So the President, Dr. Carrie Bringhall, Vice President, Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. John Maduko, all deans observed, the administration, M State faculty, staff, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2022. It's indeed a great honor to stand before you in such an occasion. I'm humbled. Graduates, today marks the end of the journey that we started at least 2 years ago. Along with the letter of acceptance came the thrill of starting something that we really wanted to do, or a path some of us that wanted to finish on. It seems like yesterday when we first met each other and got to know the faculty. And guess what? Quickly we found our favorites and sparked new friendships and kept working hard. For some of us, we were scared, some we were nervous like I am today, and some incredibly happy for the opportunity to start a new path. But very quickly, the years went by. To quote a fellow nursing student, Christiana, while walking from our clinicals, she said, "I was looking forward for the last week of clinicals and the stress and chaos it brings with. But just walking out, I just realized, oh, we are all done." Like how? I said, true, it went by so fast. As our time here seemingly flashed by, I can't help but remember studying hard, lunching together, having the discussions, the emotional days that were filled with a lot of anxiety, that we would fail and we would encourage each other like, we can do it. The overwhelming assignments and the challenging deadlines that we have to meet. But the beauty of the journey is that we've worked towards something that no matter what, nobody or nothing else can take it away from us. We have gained the knowledge, friendships that we have built through supporting each other. Through all those times, we've changed the way we think and built more on resilience. We will never be the same way that we started. These are the memories that we can never build in any other way other than this. Now there is no question that the last 2 years or so have been pivotal in shaping us into what we are today. We've all grown, we've had our obstacles, some big, some small, and we have triumphed over them. We stand here today proud of what we have accomplished. Like the famous Canadian songwriter Drake once said, sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about your destination. But sometimes also, When the journey is done, you wish you could go back because of the experiences that you've learned along the way. It's up to us to find the courage and overcome the limitations of fear and worries, which often are just self-imposed illusions. William Shakespeare wrote, "Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them." The outside world is as challenging as school was. But remember something, you have the courage and the mentorships that you received from your fellow students and the faculty to achieve this greatness. Know that you can count on your coworkers to be that great worker or leader in the field that you are going to. These are the types of the legacies that we leave behind and continue to foster. In a special way, allow me to thank the faculty of M State here in Fergus Falls for their relentless love and support during our classes. In a special way, allow me to recognize the nursing faculty, Laura Exam, Alyssa Beckman, Sarah Gordon, and Jamie Stanley for their unrelentless belief in us that we could make it. Also, a special thanks to the families and friends that supported us along our way to achieve our dreams and stood through the journey. Class of 2022, it's been a phenomenal journey that we've had the honor of sharing with all of you. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you a sincere congratulations and the best of luck in all you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. And thank you for pronouncing my last name in German the correct way. So that was very nice. We will now present the graduates.
You ready? All right, let's do it. School of Business and Information Technology, Business Division. Come on up. Accounting, AAS, Jessica Jensen. Administrative Office Assistant, Human Resources Certificate, Laura Braun. Business Administration, AAS, Kaylee Anderson. Business Entrepreneurship, AAS, Morgan Evevold. Human Resources, AS, Brianne Milburn. The School of Health Science, Human Services and Nursing, Health Sciences and Nursing Division, Medical Laboratory Technology, AAS, Mohammed Aden. Elizabeth Heck. Katie Weber. Associate Degree Nursing AS, Ria Arnson. Reed DeWinter. Jessica Dixon. Andrew Disty. Rhonda Fox. Irina Hoppy. Sarah Johnson. Sadie Mercer. Taylor Miralis. J.C. Ross. Hannah Scher. Jolynn Trinan. Allison White. LPN to Associate Degree Nursing Bridge AS, Anna Henry. Brittany Larson. Brianna Olson. Phlebotomy Technician Certificate, Lindsay Nelson. Human Services and Healthcare Administration Division, Medical Administrative Assistant, AAS, Andrea Watkins. School of Liberal Arts and Humanities, Liberal Arts and Sciences, AA. Jonathan Griffin. Nikki Jorud. Emily Kirkenwitz. Erica Lottie. Karina Martinez. Brandy Ochoa. Lillian Olson. Maddie Roner-Kalovig. John Runnigan. Ian Schmidt. Alexis Tungseth.
We are not doing a duet, don't worry. Dr. Brimhall, in accordance with the prescribed level of achievement for each instructional program, every one of these graduates has met or will shortly meet the competency requirements for graduation. Therefore, on the 5th day of May 2022, I certify to you that each of these candidates are eligible to graduate, and on the dates specifying the diploma will be entitled to the rights and privileges contained therein.
By the authority vested in me on behalf of the Minnesota State College and University's Board of Trustees and Minnesota State Community and Technical College, I accept these candidates for graduation and confer the level of achievement earned. Congratulations on the transition from student to graduate. Please move your tassel to the left side, indicative of your completion. At this time, I'd like to introduce Chad Miller, Vice President of the Fergus Area College Foundation, to say a few words.
Graduates, on behalf of the Fergus Area College Foundation, I want to congratulate you today on this tremendous achievement. I know that taking the time and making the investment in your future by continuing your education was not an easy decision for any of you. It has required sacrifices on your part and by your families to reach this milestone today, and I and the Foundation Board and our donors commend you on your success and welcome you to the M State alumni family. Graduation is more than the conferring of a degree upon you. It is a recognition of the hard work you have put in to obtain that degree and the level of knowledge and skill you will bring to your field of endeavor. Your place at this event today is an example of perseverance and determination. From 2 a.m. finals, cram sessions, to maintaining jobs, athletics, extracurriculars, families, and friendships, when the going was tough, you gritted your teeth, dug your heels in, and pushed your way through it. I wish I could tell you today that it will be smooth sailing from here on in, and that every one of you will have an easy path to success. But that would be disingenuous of me, and you wouldn't believe me anyway. The truth is, there will continue to be doors to open, mountains to climb, and sometimes chasms to cross. But if you continue to persevere towards your goal with determination, you vastly improve your chances of success, and we at the Fergus Area College Foundation believe you can do it. Graduation also reminds me of my favorite quote from President Woodrow Wilson. He said, "You are not here merely to make a living. You are here in order to enable the world to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world, and you impoverish yourself if you forget that errand." When I was a student at M State, the director of the College Foundation reminded me that in addition to our own efforts, our successes are also based on the help of others we received along the way. Whether that help comes from our families, our friends, or the foundation, each and every one of us is here in part based on the support we have received that helped us persevere and maintain our determination. Therefore, as you disperse today after this event and go out in the world to do great things, I ask that you remember M State and the Fergus Area College Foundation. Our mission is, has been, and will be to support students like you through the hard times and into their successes. And we hope that you will join us in carrying out this mission as you achieve your goals now and in the future. Thank you and congratulations today.
Thank you, Chad. I'm Ann Thurmer, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. Before milestones were reasons to buy greeting cards, they were actual stones by the roadside that marked the distance and helped travelers understand where they'd been and where they were going. Mark this milestone. Write it on your heart, or at least take a selfie. Seriously, we'll wait. Go ahead. Okay, you can do it later. No phones. You got here together, and what comes next requires you, all of you. My father tells me that when he started college in the 1960s, he and his classmates were told, look to your right, now look to your left. Only one of you will be here next year. With the high birth rates of the baby boom years, college leaders in my dad's time knew they had a problem. There were just too many college students, and it was their job to cut that problem down to size by weeding out as many students as they could. Now you look to your right and look to your left. You need both of those people, and they need you. Every one of you holds part of the solution, and it's a puzzle that only works if we have all of the pieces. As you strike out to build a life, make a mark on the world, to form a future, I urge you to look to your left, then look to your right. Who already understands what you need to know? Who will benefit from borrowing your perspective to see the world differently? Who needs you to care? In a few moments, you will leave this room as graduates. As you mark this milestone, look ahead and then look behind. We are here for you. The faculty who wanted to see you succeed, the staff members who went out of their way to help, the classmates who shared notes and granola bars, the alums who gave you tips for your job hunt. We are not going anywhere, and you will never stop being an M-State grad. Congratulations. As we close, look to your right and then look to your left. Between you, I see our future. I see hope. Our problems are great, but you are greater. Let's build what's next together. This concludes the Spring 2022 M-State Commencement Ceremony. Thank you for celebrating with us today. A reception with light refreshments will be located in Legacy Hall. Audience members, please remain seated until the graduates, faculty, and staff have exited the auditorium. Thank you for being here to help us mark this milestone.